Hello everyone and welcome to this third lesson of our course Introduction to Web Development with Django. Today we'll learn how to create a main page and how to run it on the server. So the step one will be to create a template folder in our project. So here it is, the project that we created the last lesson. Now what we need to do is inside the main app we need to create folder templates, and then in the folder template we need to create a folder main. In the folder main, we'll store all of our pages HTMLs, right? And then we need to create the page itself, so index.html. Right, so we got a page, index.html, and then we need to move on to the second step. Set up the urls.py in the main application. Right now we don't have a urls.py in the main application, so we need to create it. urls.py. So we created our urls.py, and now we need to firstly import path from Django.urls. Import path. This is needed to further write the path in our URL. So we write URL patterns equals path, and then this will be the first path for our project and it will be directed for this file. So path, no name yet, views.index. This is the views.index is the functionality of our application, so we'll get it from the views.py when we'll write it later. And the name equals main, because it's the main page, right? After that we write if settings dot debug URL patterns plus equals static settings dot media URL document root equals settings media root. Yeah, this thing is a URL pattern that our project will follow to direct us to the index.html page. This thing is responsible for a debug. So for example, if we turn on the debug function, it will show us an error if the project won't find the right file or the right path. Now we save it, and after that we go to the urls.py, like the main one. Now we are in the main urls.py of the project overall, and here we can see the path admin site urls. That's a path for an admin window. So this will be a control window, and from this window we will be able to control our project and to track our data, view our datasets, and many more things. So here we need to include our urls.py from the main application. In order to do that, we write path include, so we're including main.urls. So here it is, we included it into our project. And after that we need to write a views.py function for our template to be rendered in the site. So we write def index request return render request main index.html. So what did I write? I created a function index that works if there is a request, and if there is a request from the user, like the user visits the site, we render this page main index HTML. So let's check if everything is right. So urls.py seems right, but we forgot include. So this function path include, then urls.py, it's here. We forgot to include import views. So from dot, like from the main folder, import views. So everything seems right, and I think that we can run our server. So what do we need to do it? So we got our terminal, and now we gotta go inside the first project, because right now it's just in the virtual environment. So we go cd first projects, and then we write py manage py run server. So here we have a problem. We have a problem named name settings not defined. This is a very common problem, and in order to solve it, we go to the settings.py, and then we include our application. So we remember that we created a main application in the project, but we forgot to include it in the installed apps. So we write main. After that, everything should work, except that settings in debug is also a problematic one. So how do we solve this? We write from Django conf import settings. So we import the function settings, and now static is not defined. That's the main problem of the Django applications. It's very hard to import everything because you gotta import them from different libraries and packages. We write from django.conf.urls.static import static. And now everything works. Isn't that cool? We go to this page, and now, even though there's nothing here, we can understand that our page is rendered. And it's so cool. And for example, now we can write hello world, save it. And now if you refresh our page, we can see the text here. So in conclusion, today you learned how to create a page on Django, and how to set up your urls.py and views.py, and also how to solve a very common problems of beginners in the Django application.